guys, it's Reagan and welcome to the start of another reading vlog. Before we jump into my TBR, first a word from this video sponsor, which is Pango Books, and I'm going to be talking about a very exciting giveaway I am hosting with them. Hi guys, so as I mentioned, this video is sponsored by Pango Books, and I'm actually partnering with them for this specific video to do an incredible giveaway, which I'm so thrilled about. But before I go into the giveaway details, first a little bit about Pango Books. It's truly the people's bookstore. It is an app designed by readers for readers. It's basically like carrying around a used bookstore in your pocket. It is an app that allows you to basically sell and buy used books. I personally have both bought and sold via this app, and it's a seamless experience in both directions. A buyer, it's easy to peruse and look for specific titles, but also if you just kind of want to see what's available, you can also narrow down by genre. There's new listings constantly being posted on the app, so it's so easy to find a title you're looking for, and again, because it's used generally at a fantastic price and it's sent directly to your door. As a seller, this app is fantastic. All you have to do is take a picture, put a description up of your book online on your storefront, and then from there people are able to buy or bid on the book if they're interested in it. My personal favorite part is how easy they make the shipping component. They send the label directly to your email. All you have to do is print it out and pop it in the mail and you're done. It's honestly a fantastic app for book lovers. If you're buying or selling, I truly implore you to check it out. But now details regarding the giveaway. So I'm partnering up with Pango Books to give away to 5 of you guys $50 in Pango cash to be able to use on their app. You're able to basically use these dollars to buy various used books that you see that you're interested in. The giveaway itself is super easy to enter. Try to keep the rules as minimal as possible. All you have to do is sign up and create an account on Pango, and then I'll have an Excel survey down below, and you guys just have to provide your Pango username, your name, and your email address, and I'll be randomly picking the 5 winners and emailing them in 2 weeks. So good luck to everyone looking to enter. I'm so excited to be partnering with this giveaway and to give you guys an opportunity to shop on the app itself, because I truly do love it so much. Again, I'll have all of the giveaway information and the more specific rules and restrictions down below in the description, so be sure to check that out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive back into the video and let's talk about my TBR. But I am so pumped about this vlog. I can't believe I'm even able to start filming in front of bookshelves. It just makes me so happy. But I have 2 books on my TBR that I'm really looking forward to reading outside of the reading component of this week. Other thing I'm really looking forward to is I've decided this is the week I'm going to decorate for fall. I have some fall decor on hand, but I'm going to do some home goods, Target runs, pick up a few little finishing touches, and just kind of transform this into more of a fall space. You know, fall vibes all around. Obviously, there's still some kind of decorating I need to do. There's some prints I'm looking at that I'm gonna also pick up, but this week is gonna be all about reading and fall, and I'm very much looking forward to it. But without further ado, let's chat about the 2 books that are on my TBR. So the primary book that I hope to read over the course of this vlog is The Helm of Midnight. I've been craving something a little darker, a little more sinister, and I feel like this book is going to be perfect for that. It is a fantasy horror mashup. Basically, a group of thieves steal a death mask and accidentally unleash a serial killer out into the world once again, and it seems that his path of destruction is even worse than before, and a group of regulators are gonna go to try to capture his spirit. I've heard such great things about this book. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm just really wanting something a little dark, a little grim, a little gruesome to get me into the fall spirit. And then the second book, let me move my Gin bookmark, is Ariadne, which is a Greek mythology retelling. As I mentioned in my TBR, I've just been kind of craving some lyrical retelling stories. So if I finish Helm of Midnight, I plan to pick this guy up and start it by the end of the week. And this is the story of basically Ariadne, who is a princess, and basically her brother is the Minotaur and lives in the maze, and then Theseus comes and she basically helps him, all of that. So I'm looking forward to this one as well, but my prime book is definitely The Helm of Midnight, and then if I'm able to finish it, I will start Ariadne. So that is my TBR for this video. Very excited. Also, I'm very aware I'm dressed like a suburban mom, like about to go play tennis because I'm in a tennis dress, even though I'm not. It's just really comfortable, and I love a fleece. So here we are, everyone. Ankle brace and all. This is me now. 90-day fiance and a healthy lunch. These are soups and smoothies. Good soup. So we're gonna enjoy now. Grab myself a cup of coffee. It also looks like it might start raining outside, which is just perfect timing because I'm also going to start my book, as Matilda and I are very cozy on the couch. So that's the plan. Hi friends, I'm laundered and I have just been reading before eating dinner, and I've just passed about the 50-page mark of The Helm of Midnight, and there's still so much for me to encounter about this book. It seems to be a very intricate world that's very unique and fascinating, but what I have kind of gleaned so far, I'm very much into. So the book opens on the successful heist of these thieves stealing this death mask of this serial killer, and it appears to be multi-perspective. I'm not sure how many perspectives we're gonna get, but one of our primary perspectives is Krona, and she is one of the regulators, which is or appears to be a sort of like specialized policing force. I'm not sure like exactly, but essentially it opens on them being at this event and they're kind of showcasing all of these like rare artifacts, which includes the mask of the serial killer. And I still don't quite know like politically what's going on or even the motivations of stealing this mask. But what I have seen so far in the 50 pages I've read is some insight into the magic, which is just so interesting. So first and foremost, death masks are like very common in this world, and basically you're able to impart like a part of your spirit and skill set within these masks, and they're kind of ranked and organized based on like their potency and like their difficulty to be able to like wield in this society as well. So it's not uncommon to have a death mask. In fact, it's very common to have one. And our main character, Krona, is specifically very good at handling even really like high levels of death masks. So basically she can grab one that's really good at interrogation or combat and like utilize their echo or skill to help increase her own skill level. There's also been some hints at things like enchantments too, and it's very much centered on emotion. I'm still kind of unclear like the exact range of this, but like people can imbue like bravery or despair or happiness within gemstones, and then people can wear that and obviously impact them psychologically. So she wears like bravery stones, but again, there is a lot of regulation in this world as well, so it seems like it's very bureaucratic. So it appears that there's only like a certain level of like despair or any type of emotion that's allowed to be in a gemstone, and that's something that the regulators make sure is maintained throughout society. And then the last thing I've noticed magic system wise is that time is a literal currency. So it seems like you can bottle time and then sell it. I don't know like the true like impact of that. Like it's only been kind of referenced, but as a concept that is super cool. So for the most part, we are following Krona, who is a regulator. They've just had this big robbery, so it's like a very big case. They're trying to find this death mask again, but it seems to be set in this world that has such a fascinating so far, just kind of like magic artifact system, which I'm very into. And I also really kind of enjoy like a fantasy world that has these like extreme bureaucratic elements to it, especially when it's kind of like a murder mystery in a way, or like a crime focused novel. It's very dark, it's very interesting. I have so many questions. We've also gotten like another character point of view. Her name is Melanie, but I've only read a few chapters of hers, and honestly I'm more or less scared that she's going to die. But I'm not totally sure like where she's gonna fit into the narrative, if at all. But through her chapters, they've also been kind of getting more of a like general civilian point of view, which is interesting. But yeah, 50 pages. I'm definitely very intrigued by the plot and world. It's very unique and dark, and it's very much pulled me in right away. So I'm gonna read more now, and then I'm gonna take a dinner break and watch some TV with Clay, and then read more tonight. Yeah, just thought I'd give you an update because I've read 50 pages. Lots of questions, but very intrigued is the vibe. Tacos, and we're starting a new show, the Only Murders in the Building show. Steve Martin, Selena Gomez. Heard good things, so checking it out. All right, back to reading. We watched the first 3 episodes of Only Murders in the Building, and it's so good. I feel like it's like kitschy, but kind of dark. It's very mysterious, like very like whodunit. My bangs are, just ignore them. But the show is great. It's also making me miss fall in New York. Like, I know I just left New York, but fall was definitely the best season. And yeah, obviously I don't get much fall in Texas, so it's making me miss it. But anyway, I'm going to read now and go to bed, but just want to talk about that show because it was so good. Good morning, everyone. Just up this morning, getting some reading in before I go to work. I'm really into the Helm of Midnight so far, I'm not gonna lie. Hi everyone, good afternoon if I'm being honest. Just wanted to show you that I did get dressed. So points for that, I suppose. Been a bit of a chaotic morning, but I'm about, sorry, I got distracted by sunlight. But I am about to make lunch and I'm going to read a bit at lunch. I've read to page 120 of The Midnight Helm between last night and this morning, and that book has gripped me. It's so unique, like the world and the magic, but it also is like centered on this like murder mystery, and you're just shifting from perspectives. And obviously the primary perspective, you understand why you're reading from them, but there's like other perspectives you're like, why am I reading from this? This is giving me eerie vibes, you know? So it's just so good so far, and I'm really, really, really liking it. But now I'm rambling. This was just supposed to be an outfit shot. Okay, bye. Made a little Greek yogurt vegetable dip. We also had a PB&J before this, but getting our veggies in this lunch. Lunchtime entertainment. Hi everyone. I have finished up my work day and I have changed into pajamas. I'm actually gonna sit down and read more of The Helm of Midnight, but I wanted to do a mini reading update because I technically did do one, I think almost in the last clip. It's been a day. But this book is so unique and original, and it totally is just like this fascinating fantasy world, but with this sort of like thriller component, and it's totally sucked me in. But anyway, I'm gonna read more now and then probably watch more Only Murders in the Building tonight. I'm very much on like a thriller kick, I guess, this weekend, because the K-drama we're watching too is Flower of Evil, which is also like a thriller-based show. I've been craving it. I've been craving murder mysteries. So I'm gonna sit down and read more, and then I'm gonna make dinner over there. But for now, it's reading and relaxing time. Finished up the day. Good stuff. I'm gonna do some fall decor shopping tomorrow. Did I already mention that? I'm so looking forward to it. I've had it penciled into my calendar for like weeks and it's finally happening. So I'm really looking forward to taking you guys along. My apartment's not like fully done decor wise. I think I'm gonna add like a few more shelves in a few places, which would be good for housing decor, but nonetheless, I'm gonna read now. Ooh, Matilda. Hi. I've literally started paying for a subscription so I could watch 90 Day Fiance. The spin-offs, the main show, I'm addicted. Anyway, I'm now going to start dinner. I'm making a baked gnocchi dish. Did I already tell you this? Found it online. It looks delicious. Fall is pasta bake season, people. You heard it here, not first, but I'm just confirming it, so let's enjoy. Ingredients, this should be easy and delicious. This whole dinner is so easy. I'm making an absolute mess, but this is just pasta sauce, cooked sausage, and then I mixed it with a can of, uncooked gnocchi, ricotta, and I'm about to transfer this into a baking dish. Then I'm gonna top with more ricotta, mozzarella, cook it, eat it, done. Love it. All right, before, you like how I made this for a dinner for one night? Like, what am I thinking? This could feed a family of 8. In fact, the recipe literally says serves 8. But here we are. Nonetheless, I'm excited to make it. And after, oh my goodness, it looks so good. Obviously, I just put that fresh parsley on top, but wow, wow. Yum, this looks so good. Sorry, Millie, none for you. Treating myself this morning. I got some, well, Clay picked me up some oat milk creamer, vanilla from the store yesterday, so I'm gonna make this fancy. Matilda has stolen my seat this morning, looking like a little cinnamon roll. She's like, leave me alone. I'm relaxing. Hi everyone, good morning. Coming at you from my office. We have my laundry drying over there, just ignore it. But I wanted to come in and talk about The Helm of Midnight because I am, as you can see, about halfway through this book right now, and oh my gosh, I am liking this book so much. I can't put it down. It's completely captured my attention. It's delivering everything I wanted and more. And I went in with really high expectations, but it's just so unique. As I kind of already mentioned, a large part of this book is following our main character, Krona, as she's kind of going through an investigation of trying to figure out who stole the death mask of Louis Charbon, and also try to solve the murders that are now happening as someone is clearly inhibiting his death mask in killing people. Not to mention, this is also a world where the magic is really restricted and controlled in like a bureaucratic way, and it kind of manifests itself in really interesting ways, but it's always kind of more like an item-based magic, like people themselves don't have magic, it's more like things themselves can be enchanted. But what's beyond that is we obviously follow Krona in the present timeline as she's trying to solve all of these things. But we also have two other perspectives. One of them is Louis Charbon himself, but in the past. And we basically follow him kind of like leading up to and then as he is becoming a murderer. And through his chapters, you're also trying to unpack his motivations, and it also makes you realize that like the figure, this murderer, is like more complicated than you maybe would have expected going into it. And then the other perspective you follow is a character named Melanie, and her chapters are set 2 years prior to the current like events with Krona. And her chapters seem completely disparate from everything else. You're following her, she's traveling to the big city from her small town, trying to basically get help for her ill mother, and she basically rents a mask to kind of like get certain medical knowledge. She meets a boy, and they have like their own issues, but it doesn't feel like it's connected, at least at this point, to kind of the larger mystery at play. I will say, that being said, like, while I haven't been able to pinpoint the connections between these three different timelines and characters, you feel like they are connected in some way. You just don't know how or why yet, and it's just so fascinating. And the other thing you slowly begin to realize is that there is a larger conspiracy at play that could go all the way up to the god level, not just the higher echelons of the government, but the gods themselves, which founded like human civilization. And it's just fascinating. Like the motivations are just like so much bigger than just like one deranged man like killing people, because like yes, that is part of it, but like there seems to just be like so much more than that. And the magic and the characters, I love Krona, following her investigation and just kind of seeing her kind of put together clues is so great. She also is really close with her sister, who's the captain of like her detective squad, and just like learning more about this fantasy world is really fascinating too, like how they have everything organized. I already mentioned that time is kind of taken and can be bought and sold, and it seems to be their primary currency is time itself. So there's something called like lived versus borrowed or bottled time. The book is just really creative, totally pulled in by this mystery. I have no idea how it's going to unfold, like, but I find myself like trying to piece things together and be like, oh, maybe, and it's just so hard to put down. It's spooky, it's interesting. I am such a fan of this book, is really just what I wanted to say. And I'm just loving the three perspectives with the three different timelines. I think it's so smart as a writing device, and it's kind of like pulling you all over the place, and it just like it also like brings up your anxiety, because when you're reading Melanie's chapters, you're like, something feel like this is important to her life, but like, how does this connect to the larger picture? I don't know. Catch me in the next clip. I'm just gonna have like strings and pictures, like trying to piece everything together. No, but this book is really good. I'm on page 240. I'm not sure if I already mentioned that. I have about 200 pages left. I'm gonna try to read a very good chunk of this today and then finish it. If not today, then tomorrow, start my second book. But just wanted to do a reading check-in as I'm now halfway through and obsessed with this. So things are going well. I will say I am dressed. Clay and I are about to leave on our shopping adventure. We're going to the Holy Trinity of Target, Home Goods, and Michael's to check out some fall decor options. Gonna get lunch and stuff, but just wanted to say hello, good morning, and ramble on and on about this book because I'm really enjoying it. And we're on our way to Home Goods. We've arrived, everyone. Stop one. There's another girl in a plaid shirt going inside, so we're all here for fall vibes. It's a little picked over, but we've arrived. It's been so long since I've been to a Home Goods. Turkey, anyone? You like that one?
Yeah.
We've moved on to Michael's. We're gonna head up another Home Goods. That Home Goods was a little empty, so we've moved on to Falltopia, friends. What's happening, folks? It's getting fall in here. Quick refuel before we go to Target. Next stop, Target. I just can't help myself, everyone. Also, doormat, so cute. Finished up the trip with some fall drinks. Huzzah. And we're home, and I've pretty much, I mean, it's all a work in progress, but I have hung some fall decor, so let me give you a tour. First and foremost, we have this. I did the same thing last year. I just put up some command hooks, some fall garland. I have a bunch of these flickering pumpkins from Target, also from last year. Love them. And then I put my new felt pumpkins up. I bought some fairy lights. I might put the fairy lights around. I'm not sure. I also don't know if those pumpkins are gonna stay here. It's a work in progress, as I said. Over here, there's really nothing. Just put those two pumpkins. We have some garlands. I might hang a garland, but I don't know. But over here is like where I'm very satisfied with. Hung a garland over the pictures, which I think is cute. And then new fall pillows. This is from last year, but we just picked up those two pillows from Target today. There's Matilda. Big new pumpkin candle from today. Ooh, ooh, ah, hello. And then also another flickering candle from last year and a small candle, or a small pumpkin over there, but it's cozy in here. Just need to get a few more things. Like, we're gonna get some like real pumpkins to put around. But for the most part, I think this has turned out pretty cute. And then we'll just replicate the vibe for the holidays, you know? So there's that. Cheers. All right, it's time. I'm in pajamas. I'm gonna sit on the couch and do some reading, enjoy my new cozy fall atmosphere, light a candle, pretend like it's 60 degrees outside instead of 92, you know, the usual. So I'm gonna do that. I'll check in after I've read some more. I've already gone on and on about this book so far for this vlog because I'm truly loving it. And then I think Clay and I are gonna reheat the pasta from last night and watch Only Murders in the Building because we have a new episode. It's gonna be a cozy evening. Reheated some pasta casserole from last night, and you already know, 90 Day Fiance. We never made it to Hulu. Clay and I have just been watching hours of 90 Day before the 90 Day Fiance. What are your thoughts on this show, Clay?
Pretty wild.
It's addicting, right?
Yeah. That's how you find true love, I guess, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Gotta get back to the drawing board.
And now it is time to get some reading in. I'm hoping to almost finish this book tonight and then probably finish it up tomorrow morning and start my second book tomorrow. Cheers, friends. A quick OOTD. TD? Wearing the balloon jeans I literally wear every day if I'm wearing jeans. And then a Saison knit. It's Saison knitwear season. Their knits are always investments for me, but they're just so beautiful and I wear them Every season I'm just obsessed with them. But anyway, I'm rambling. I did want to come on and say I read to 360, the page number 360 last night. So I'm on track to finish that book today. I might switch up the second book I plan to read. I haven't decided yet, but needless to say, The Helm of Midnight is so good, and I should be careful. I don't want to slosh the little bit of coffee I have left in here, but anyway, good morning. Sometimes life is about making yourself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I have been craving these all week, so I've been eating them all week with no regrets. All right, taking a midday break because we are starting a new decor project. We're hanging up these little record holders, hello Matilda, on that wall. We're gonna make a little record grid with these. They're from Etsy. Wish us luck. We're gonna try to do it with command strips so we don't have to drill in so many holes in the wall, but TBD if that works out. Progress is being made. Clay and I painter's tape is worth all the extra effort because then you won't screw it up in theory. And we have our records. You know, we're just game planning it out. New project update. We're almost done. It's going well. Command strips literally are just everything. And we're done. We definitely hung it way too high, but we're trying not to think about that. Are we, Matilda? But outside of it being way too tall, we think it looks nice. I just can't, I'm trying not to think about how it's too tall, but it needs to be like 6 inches lower. But it looks nice otherwise. Job well done, team. Poor Clay has no idea I'm gonna make us redo this entire thing in about a week because I think it looks amazing, but I can't. I need to move the whole thing like 8 inches down. Is anyone else, am I losing it? Can I keep it or does it need to be shifted down? I think it needs to be shifted down. Right, it's time for midday coffee. And well, not really midday, it's like 5 p.m. coffee. And I am going to finish my book before the football game tonight. So Matilda and I are gonna go hang out on the couch and read Helm of Midnight. Hi, I have just been sitting here and I'm happy to report I finished The Helm of Midnight. This book is over 450 pages, I wanna say. Yeah, 451, and I really enjoyed this book from beginning to end. Obviously, I don't wanna speak too much about the plot because a lot of it is it being a central mystery. And I will say it kept me guessing and just like completely sucked in until the end. I felt like it had really interesting action. It was really intense and suspenseful and gruesome and dark, but also combining elements of, again, just such a fascinating magic system, from the bottled emotions to the time component, as well as some other enchanting based magic like the masks itself. Obviously, with the multiple different perspectives, I feel like you just got really attached to a variety of different characters within this book. Obviously, Crona, I would say, is probably our main character. I really loved reading from her point of view. I felt so rooted in her life and in her story. I also really enjoyed the different relationships that was present in this story. There was kind of a hint at some romance. There was also a fantastic kind of sisterly bond, but like Melanie's chapters and even Charbonne's chapters were at least very interesting to read from as well. And overall, I just felt this book really kept me entranced. I kept wanting to flip the pages, and I think kind of shifting across these multiple timelines was just overall really, really effective. The payoff was good, the writing was great. I hope there's more books. I feel like there might be. I feel like this could be like a serialized series or even just like a trilogy, but I just feel like the world and the magic and like there's still questions kind of open, not to the overall like main mystery, but questions of like corruption, as well as the origin of the magic and the gods itself, which were kind of hinted at in this book. I feel like that could be expanded on more in like other installments. So I'm hoping there are more books there. But yeah, I really enjoyed The Helm of Midnight. It was exactly what I was hoping it would be, and I am a big fan. So 450 pages read so for this vlog. I am gonna start another book tonight. I am deciding what I wanna read next, but I think it's gonna be like a historical fiction book. Nonetheless, I'm really jazzed. I'm so happy I was able to finish this. But now I'm gonna probably make dinner. But we love to have some productivity in the early evening, you know? And just in time for kickoff. And while I was reading, Clay hung that. which is like a little leaf banner. He's just been, he was pretty excited about that, so I thought I would show it off, so. Huzzah! Alrighty, officially changed in pajamas. And I'm about to start cooking dinner, so let me give you the rundown. So tonight I'm making like Mediterranean steak bowls. So I'm gonna make some couscous, some skirt steak, or I think this is round steak? I don't know. A small arugula salad. I have some hummus. I'm gonna make like a quick little tzatziki, cucumber, red onion. I have lemons in there. And feta, if I have it in the fridge. But this should actually be pretty quick to put together, so I'm just bringing the chicken stock to a boil to cook the couscous, and then everything will be done shortly. Dinner is almost done. Arugula salad, couscous, my tzatziki sauce, hummus, and then the steak is cooking. There's like 39 seconds left. This really took me all of 15 minutes to make. Couscous cooks so fast. Huge fan. And a bon appetit, everyone. Just doing the usual now that falls upon us. And if you're wondering if Matilda wanted to hang out with us, the answer is, of course not.
She kind of barricaded the door.
I know. She's like, don't bother me. You guys already know what's up. Officially in bed. First football game of the season has been watched. And I'm now gonna start a new book. I've decided to switch to the Mercies, which is another kind of like dark, atmospheric, bleak story, but it centers a small town in Norway, I wanna say, and set in the 1600s, witch trials, that sort of vibe. So I'm gonna start it tonight. I don't think I'm gonna read a bunch because I'm pretty sleepy, but nonetheless, I will start it tonight and then read more tomorrow, and I will check in with you guys in the morning. Hi everyone, good morning, happy Friday. I have just been working away at my desk, but I wanted to pop in to talk about what I read last night because I did start the Mercies, as well as I read a bit this morning, and I'm currently about the 70-page mark, and I'm really liking this book so far. It's definitely slow moving and kind of grim, which was exactly what I was hoping for, kind of this beautifully unwinding historical fiction story. I would also say the overall setting and premise is really fascinating. This is a multi-perspective tale, but we open on one of the perspectives, which is Maren, and essentially she lives in a very small, remote Norwegian town, and the year is 1617, and the town has just faced a tragedy, and that is all of the men in the town have died in a tragic fishing accident. So not only do these women have to face grief and have to mourn the loss of their loved ones, they're also now confronted with a reality of they have to kind of band together to be able to take care of themselves, but also take on tasks that are traditionally not allowed for them by society. And you see how this particular reality kind of divides the town based on like a pure Christian point of view versus a more realist, we've got to feed ourselves point of view. And at the beginning of the story as well, a man comes into town from Scotland who became famous due to his participation in the witch trials. And then the other perspective I've encountered, I've not really read much from her point of view yet, is a young woman who has recently just been married off to this Scottish man, and she is also moving to this remote Norwegian town, versus her life she's always spent kind of more in town in more southern Norway. So in a lot of ways her life has also been turned upside down, not quite in the same way, but she's also facing a new life and a new reality, both as a young married woman. The man she does that know, who is also very controlling and is now living in a very different and faraway place, very far away from her family. So these two perspectives are incredibly different, but you can also see the parallels of how they're the same, and what a lot of it is the same is just the reality of being a woman during this time. Again, I've only read about 70 pages. I'm really looking forward to reading more, and I will read more today, but just wanted to let you know I have read and give you kind of just an early update on my thoughts and feelings, which are very positive. Slow moving, grim, but I feel like it really captures that vibe, this sort of like cold, brutal, survivalist vibe. So yeah, just thought I'd give you guys an update. I gotta get back to work. I'll be making lunch soon, but I have read. Alrighty, taking a break from work because I'm gonna make lunch. I'm basically making exactly what I made. I'm so red right now. What I made for dinner last night, so just couscous salad, steak Mediterranean bowls. They were really tasty. So we're gonna reprise and it's a fast lunch. So that's the plan. Let's get cooking. I gathered ingredients. It'll actually be faster because like my tzatziki sauce is done and everything. And I just gotta cook the couscous. It'll be snappy. Only mildly important, but I bought a lemon squeezer the other day and it has absolutely changed my life. Like, recommend, best $5 I've spent in a while. And lunch is served. Back to my office, because I got work to do, but this is so good. And I'm not exaggerating when I say it takes no time. I'm gonna show you a quick OOTD. This blouse is a couple months old, but there is almost an exact blouse available on Urban Outfitters, so I'll link it below. Just been relaxing and I'm about to finish some editing for the day. There's my book on the couch. My book and, you know, casual. But I'm gonna bring this to the living room and my computer. I'm gonna finish editing and then get ready for the weekend. Hi everyone and welcome to the end of the vlog. The next day, I just wanted to quickly wrap up everything I was able to read over the course of the week, which was honestly quite a bit. I read over 500 pages, almost 600 pages, which is more than average for me. But I wanted to start first with the Mercies. I was able to pass just the 100 page mark of this book and I plan to finish it over the course of this weekend. I really am enjoying this. It's dark and grim and I enjoy this setting quite a bit. I actually found out, I was reading it, that this was actually inspired by true events. Definitely adds an even more chilling element to the story. It's very character focused. I'm really enjoying reading from the two women's point of views. I find them to be very like tragically relatable in some aspects, and then I'm looking forward to their lives kind of crossing paths more and more. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to finishing this book. The writing, the setting, everything has really drawn me in. So yeah, I did read over 100 pages of this, and then obviously I read the entirety of The Helm of Midnight, which was 450 pages, new fave, honestly a perfect fall read. Loved every second of this. But yeah, that is the end of this reading vlog. Again, big shout out to Pango Books for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check out the giveaway details down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you soon with another video soon. Goodbye.